You might sit back and enjoy smoking a premium cigar in maybe an hour? But actually creating it requires an absolutely unbelievable amount of patience and deeply artisanal skill.
Producing just one single handmade cigar takes anywhere from 2 to 5 years. By the time this cigar finally reaches your hand, a toddler could have literally learned to walk and talk. From planting a tiny seed in the dirt to finally shipping the finished product, it's just a massive, massive commitment of time.
Workers out in the fields, they don't just grab leaves randomly. No way. They carefully sort them by vertical height. This is essentially where a master blender gets their entire flavor palette. So you've got the lower leaves, known as the velato, and they act like the engine to keep the cigar lit. Then the middle, seco leaves, bring in those subtle aromas. And finally, the top ligero leaves. They soak up all that direct sunlight to deliver a really rich, heavy punch. And this brilliantly illustrates what happens next. Basically, time does all the heavy lifting. First, the raw green leaves are hung up in well-ventilated barns for about 4 to 8 weeks just to cure and turn brown. After that, they sweat. They're stacked in massive piles called pilones, and the natural heat acts almost like an oven, baking out all those harsh proteins and sugars over several months. And finally, they age in bundles for years. This smooths out the flavors so, they don't burn your throat when you actually smoke them. A highly skilled roller constructs the cigar literally layer by layer. They'll select a complex filler blend, wrap it all up in a binder leaf, press it into a wooden mold for uniform shape, and then they carefully apply that smooth outermost wrapper leaf. The whole thing is finished off by cutting and sealing the cap with a natural vegetable gum. And these experienced rollers, they can handcraft up to 100 of these a day with unbelievable precision, ensuring every single one draws and tastes exactly identical, totally without relying on automated machines. And this slow, human touch is exactly what separates a premium cigar from modern mass production. Machine-made cigars just use chopped tobacco filler and a paper-like, homogenized wrapper to save time and money. But that completely sacrifices the profoundly complex flavor profile that you can only get from using whole leaves and human hands. It's the precise reason why a handmade, premium cigar offers such a profoundly superior, smooth experience.